afternoon. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation. My name is Lorna Folk, and today I will be talking about vaccines. I want to start with Zoe, who's a 13-month-old child. Mother noticed a few blisters on her cheek. They never imagined what was going to happen in the few short days after that. Eventually, Zoe had multiple blisters all over her body. Within time, the blisters became very angry, very red, and it was found that Zoe had become infected. Zoe had chickenpox. Zoe had not been vaccinated for chickenpox. She ended up in the hospital for a week with antibiotics, and after a course of 2 weeks, she was finally deemed well enough that she could be back home again. The parents of Zoe thought that the friends that they had been talking to that had told them that it was okay to not vaccinate and that natural immunity was better, thought it would be okay for her to go through the illness. As a result, she almost lost her life. I want to talk to you today about the vaccines and how they work. Here we have a photo of many little children, and you can see that they're healthy, and we want to keep them that way. Medicine has come a long way over the years. Developing the vaccines kicked off an era of illness prevention. The biggest success was when smallpox killed millions, and when nearly 20,000 people were paralyzed by polio. I personally grew up with somebody at school who had polio that had to wear a metal brace on his leg. Of course, he was picked on the whole time, and I have no idea what happened to him to this date, but it was sad, and we don't really want to see anybody go through that. Now I'll explain how vaccines work. The human immune system is a complex network of cells and organs, and they are all involved in fighting off infectious diseases. Much of the immune system's work is carried out by various specialized cells. As you can see here, we start at the top with the antigen that is introduced to the body, whatever the antigen is, whether it be natural or vaccinated, and the cells take that antigen and they are able to fight off the disease, and by using macrophages. These are macrophages. Macrophages are also white blood cells, literally the meaning macro, meaning large. They will consume whatever is invading the body, and then will be able to get the body through the disease. They will also have a certain amount of memory, and so if the body is introduced again to the virus or bacteria or whatever, it will be able to fight off or not have any effects on the body later on. There are two major kinds of cells. There are the T cells, which function either offensively or defensively. The T cells don't attack the microbe directly. They actually have like a chemical weapon to eliminate the cells that are infected. Antibodies are secreted by B cells. They circulate throughout the body and attack the microbes that have not yet been infected. And this also is part of the memory process of vaccines. Vaccines actually mimic an infection, so instead of getting the infection and being sick, vaccines will mimic that so that the person and the child will not actually have to go through that. There are many different types of vaccines. There are live vaccines, like we see with the measles, mumps, rubella, and the chickenpox. There are also inactivated vaccines, which are taking part of the virus, and that is introduced to the body, and the body will form immunity through the cells in the same way as actually getting the disease. So, with having said that, I'm going to talk about vaccines that are, I'm going to show you first vaccines that are actually prevented by diseases. So there's quite a few. Some of these you might recognize, some of these you may have had as a child. Then I want to talk to you a little bit about herd immunity. Herd immunity, as you see here, is showing how people that are not immunized, still healthy in the blue, and then if anybody was immunized, that would be in the yellow, and then the red are not immunized, sick, and contagious. So if no one is immunized, it spreads all over the place. But as we continue on and we see the little yellow people here that are being immunized, you can see that some people will kind of be protected around the little yellow people, and some people will not. But if we do get vaccinated, you see how it protects all these people. And those people are the little babies, 2 months old, people that are immunocompromised, like rheumatology patients on methotrexate cannot be vaccinated with live viruses, and elderly. Okay. Then, what I just wanted to talk about was the amazing cost that this helps with. Being vaccinated takes away from hospital visits, time off, and lessens the cost because you're getting the vaccine at a small portion of what the actual disease will end up costing. I hope this helps you with vaccines, and I hope that you get vaccinated. Thank you for your time, and this is me because this class is over.
Yes!